Goal 4 of the Sustainable Development Goals, Quality Education, describes STEM and STEAM curriculum. There are currently two educational approaches to teaching children in the U.S., the STEM curriculum and the STEAM curriculum. STEM focuses on educating students in four specific disciplines: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. STEM incorporates these principles into a cohesive paradigm that encourages motivation, engagement, and employs real-world applications. STEAM adds the arts to education and uses the 5 points to guide student inquiry, dialogue, and critical thinking. STEM supporters believe that curriculum naturally involves the arts. Examples include product design and the communication skills needed for language arts. STEAM supporters say incorporating the arts into the other disciplines devalues arts' importance. These two forms of teaching are not too different from each other. Exploring opportunities where art naturally fits into the STEM narrative can help create a healthy balance. Treating art as an applied subject, such as math and science, will give students a new discipline to learn that can also be applied to real-world situations. Design classes can help students learn how to create logos and organize information into presentations. Performing arts, like drama and speech, can help translate into technical writing and persuasive writing skills, which are abilities used in technology-driven and marketing career fields. Creative planning calls for students to use the right side of their brain to think outside of the box, which can come in handy when needing to create content and innovative thinking. Science, technology, engineering, the arts, and mathematics are all important factors that make up the curriculum. Being able to learn about all of them will lead to well-rounded and versatile professionals.
Well, we're going to be commencing the next session with a presentation by Engineer Iheanacho Denwigwe. So Dr. Engineer Denwigwe is a systems engineer with research expertise in energy systems and renewable energy technologies. He holds a bachelor's and master's degree in electrical engineering and information technology respectively. Iheanacho is a corporate member of the Nigerian Society for Engineers, and he is registered by the Council of the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, COREN. So they will be speaking to us today on the innovative approaches to renewable energy integration for a sustainable future. So,
okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Iheanacho Denwigwe, and I am a researcher with research interest in renewable energy systems and sustainable energy solutions. I'm excited to be here today to discuss an issue that's critical to our global future, which is renewable energy integration. And as we know, our theme today is titled Building Bridges to a Sustainable Future. And that's exactly what we aim to achieve through renewable energy. So this presentation will focus on innovative approaches to integrating renewable energy into our power systems in order to create a sustainable future for everyone. So I'll be doing this by highlighting the increasing importance of renewable energy in today's world, by talking about hybrid renewable energy systems, energy storage technologies, and smart grid solutions. I would also emphasize the need to integrate renewable energy sources into existing power systems to reduce carbon emissions and to enhance energy security. I would also explore current challenges in renewable energy integration and innovative strategies to overcome them. And finally, I would advocate for a transition towards sustainable energy practices and infrastructure. Now, for the next slide, we'll be looking at the current global energy landscape. So, due to a rising global population and a rapid industrial growth, there is a continuous and increasing demand for energy. For example, the manufacturing and the construction industries require vast amounts of power for their operations. Also, there is a high demand for energy to power air conditioning units in warmer climates and also for heating in colder regions. As a result of the rising global population and also the rapid growth in industrial activities, the demand for energy is continuously increasing. Take for instance, the manufacturing and construction industries require vast amounts of power for their operations, and also homes and offices require power require a high demand of energy to power their air conditioning units in warmer climates and also for heating in colder regions. However, there is a heavy reliance on fossil fuels, which has led to critical conditions such as environmental degradation, resource depletion, and significant greenhouse emissions. So we are currently in a position where we must rethink how we power our world. And thankfully, renewable energy offers the most promising solutions to these challenges which we face. So by reducing carbon emissions, enhancing energy security, and promoting sustainable developments, integrating or adding renewable energy to existing power systems is not just an option, but a necessity. This integration is crucial for preserving our environment and ensuring that future generations have the resources they need to thrive. So, renewable energy sources produce little to no greenhouse gases, which helps to reduce climate change. Renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydropower have the potential to revolutionize our energy landscape. Also, renewable energy makes energy more secure by reducing its reliance on imported fuels and promoting energy independence. So, as we integrate renewables, we are not only protecting our environment, but we are also supporting economic growth. Creating a path towards sustainable development will also be achieved by doing this. Integrating renewable energy into power systems also comes with its own challenges. Um, for a start, we have an issue of grid stability, where solar and wind energy are intermittent and unpredictable, meaning that they can cause fluctuations or instability in energy production, thereby disrupting grid reliability. So to maintain a steady energy supply, we need improved grid management and innovative storage solutions. In addition to this, there are technological and economic barriers. This includes high initial costs of renewable energy infrastructure, along with the need for advanced technologies and modifications to existing systems. All these challenges present a huge obstacle towards renewable energy integration. So overcoming these challenges will require a significant investment, innovation, and also collaboration. So let's talk about hybrid renewable energy systems. One innovative approach to overcoming these challenges I mentioned is using hybrid renewable energy systems. So these systems combine multiple energy sources such as solar, wind, and other components with more reliable options such as diesel generators or storage systems. This creates a more balanced and reliable power generation system. A great example is the Corona del Viento hybrid power plants on El Hierro in the Canary Islands of Spain. This system integrates wind turbines with a hydroelectric power station and diesel generators as a backup. By using excess wind energy to pump water into a reservoir, which is later released to generate electricity, the Canary Island has drastically reduced its reliance on fossil fuels while maintaining energy stability. So we'll talk about energy storage technologies now. Energy storage is very important to renewable energy integration because it helps to manage the variability of renewable energy sources like wind and solar. Uh, some examples are lithium-ion batteries, which are used for short-term storage, and pumped hydro storage, which offers long-term, large-scale storage solutions. We also have emerging technologies such as solid-state batteries and capacitors, which show great promise for increasing efficiency, reducing costs, and ensuring grid stability. These advancements in energy storage will be crucial as we move towards a more effective adoption style for renewable energy. Also, we have smart grids, which are critical innovations in renewable energy integration. So smart grids use digital technology to monitor and manage the flow of electricity, which dynamically adjusts the variable supply and the demand of renewable energy sources like wind and solar. With smart grids, fluctuations in renewable energy sources are reduced. Smart grids enhance reliability, supports renewable energy integration, and also promotes energy efficiency. By allowing real-time communication between utilities and consumers, smart grids help to reduce waste, lower costs, and also ensure a more resilient energy system. So how do we overcome barriers to renewable energy adoption? So these are the steps we can take. So to fully realize the potential of renewable energy, we need strong policy and regulatory supports by ensuring that our governments and public sector stakeholders creates clear long-term policies that encourage investments in renewable energy infrastructure. We also need financial incentives, streamlined permitting, and regulatory stability that will be critical to overcome economic barriers. Also, there is a need for collaboration between public and private sectors, such as collaborations between business enterprises and federal governments. These public-private partnerships can drive innovation, facilitate investments, and also enable knowledge that will accelerate the development of renewable technologies. So what future trends do we have in renewable energy? So looking to the future, we have trends such as green hydrogen and advanced solar panels, which are very exciting. Green hydrogen is produced by splitting water using renewable energy and can be used as a clean fuel for transportation, industry, and power generation. Advanced solar technologies like bifacial panels and perovskite cells are also very vital for improving efficiency and reducing costs. We also have global initiatives such as the Paris Agreement and the UN's Sustainable Development Goals, which emphasize the need for urgent actions on climate change. Countries around the world are currently committing to net zero emissions and renewable energy, which will be and renewable energy, sorry, will be at the heart of these efforts and commitments. So in conclusion, renewable energy integration is key to building bridges towards a sustainable future. We have seen how innovative approaches like hybrid systems, energy storage, and smart grids can help us overcome the challenges we face. The advancements and future trends we discussed today hold great promise for a world that is powered by clean and reliable energy. So as we move forward, it is up for us all, government, businesses, and individuals to support renewable energy initiatives and to work together to ensure a sustainable future. Thank you very much. I'm also happy to answer any questions.
So thank you very much for the presentation. So well, I've actually learned a lot about renewable energy, but one thing that always comes to mind is the cost. Is the cost of this renewable energy, because well, we understand that okay, there's climate change and we have to like take action. And if you look at the Q&A, the major question is always about the cost of this renewable energy. So would you like to make comments on the cost of this renewable energy and the infrastructural requirements to set up this renewable energy? For example, the wind and the solar within. Can you compare the cost of this to the conventional source of energy that we have at the moment?
The cost of installing renewable energy systems, it's not cheap, and it's usually takes a lot of processes. First of all, you need to do an energy assessment by first of all understanding the energy consumption patterns, which will help you selecting the renewable energy system that you want. So choosing the right renewable energy source, it's is it can be challenging, but with the right energy assessment, it would go a long way and also help you know how to plan the costs
Mm.
of installing such systems. Take for instance, in a home setting, there it's we encourage individuals to use solar photovoltaic panels, which are very popular and
Mhm.
are very affordable. And um, they can be installed at the rooftops of homes and houses of individuals, and they convert electricity into sunlight, and they are very affordable. But when we come to windy areas, this is where we need like wind turbines, which comes with a very high cost, depending on the location. And usually this is not something that is done personally. This is done as a project, like the one I talked about in the Canary Island, and is usually sponsored by government. It's not something that can be undertaken by an individual. So most times where you have a situation where the area is windy, uh, that's where you see the use of wind turbines, and because of the cost, this is undertaken by either a public private partnership or by a government itself or a large business corporation. Oh, we also have geothermal heat pumps, which uses heat from the ground to regulate home temperature, and that is not also very affordable, but it's something that with the right planning and with the right energy assessments, uh, you could know how to you could know the budgets to plan to ensure that this is actualized.
Mm.
Now, when you're considering a hybrid system, um, it could be expensive because you have to combine a lot of energy sources. We are talking about solar panels. Sometimes you can consider the wind turbines. We are talking about generators and for backups, and also the batteries, which can run into millions depending on the currency we're dealing with. And yeah, so it's the costs can range from low to high depending on what you want. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
agree.
hope that
Thank you.
answers the question.
Well,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. Thank you very much, engineer. So one last question, quick one, because looks very interesting. So this a question from Gatti from Ghana. So the person said Ghana is developing its nuclear energy plants to complement the energy sources they already have. So what would be your take on this, considering its long-term implication?
Okay. My take is that the nuclear the nuclear plant is one which is very complex, and it's very expensive to maintain. So my take is it has a lot of advantages if it is properly implemented, and by implementation, I mean constant funding for maintenance and also for public awareness, because if you need public support to ensure the success of these programs and these initiatives, so that the people can key into the benefits. Um, this can be done by policy advocacy, ensuring robust policies and regulations to ensure that the right people are put in charge of managing the nuclear plant projects. And generally, my take is just that if the government can be serious in terms of long-term financing, and also um, public advocacy in terms of the right regulations and the right policies, Ghana would be able to see the success of that project. Also, I would also encourage that the government doesn't do it alone, because um, public-private partnerships is also very, very important. There are some things that the government will not be able to achieve in such a project, uh, which the private sector would be able to achieve, and some that has to do with funding and also maintenance. Sometimes the governments might have issues in terms of funding, and we can have um, private individuals or private businesses investing their money just so they can reap long-term benefits, and it will be helpful. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
I hope that answered your question.
Absolutely. Thank you
Yeah.
very much, Engineer Denwigwe. So there are other questions in the Q&A. We'll probably appreciate that if you probably just have time to go through them and answer some of them. That would be appreciated. So thank you very much, Engineer Denwigwe, for the invitation, for the presentation. It was really insightful. Yeah. So move on.